They say horror films are fiction, crafted nightmares made safe by the distance of a screen. But what if the terror was never scripted? What if the darkness on set was real? Clara had just landed her dream job, archivist assistant at Argento Pictures, a long-shuttered film studio best known for a string of cult classic horror films in the 1970s. Gritty, atmospheric, too real for their time. One of them, The Silent Ones, was even blamed for a string of disappearances. Of course, that was just urban legend, or so she thought. Her job was to digitize and catalog old reels found in a forgotten vault beneath the studio's crumbling soundstage. No windows, no reception, just shelves stacked with dust-caked film canisters and boxes of scripts yellowed with age. She worked alone. The first strange thing she noticed was how many of the tapes had no labels, no titles, no production notes, just scratched metal and warped reels that smelled like mildew and copper. But it wasn't until she played the first one that things turned. The footage was silent, black and white, a woman tied to a chair, makeup smudged, eyes wide. She was screaming, but there was no sound. A man in a long coat circled her, dragging something behind him. At first Clara thought it was a scene, maybe a deleted shot, never used, until she saw the time stamp. 1974, May 19th, 3 a.m. The same date and time as one of the cast members from The Silent Ones, Marla Venn, was last seen alive. She tried to find a script that matched the footage. Nothing. She looked into Marla's police report. Her photo, the shape of her eyes, her hair, it matched. Frame for frame. Clara told herself it had to be a test shot, a screen test. That was all. But as she kept digitizing the reels, more footage surfaced. Other actors, different rooms, different years. One of them whispered something to the camera. Clara leaned in, turned up the volume. The screen fuzzed for a second, then the whisper came through. They said it was a movie, but no one ever called cut. That night, she dreamt of flickering lights and red theater curtains, of people with mouths sewn shut, staring forward, watching endless loops of their own deaths projected on screen. When she woke up, her phone had recorded audio on its own. The file was exactly 3 minutes and 6 seconds long, and in the static, she heard the same whisper, "Don't let them film you." Clara tried to quit. The next day, her supervisor didn't recognize her, said no one named Clara had ever been hired. Her ID badge no longer scanned. Her name wasn't in the system. She checked the digital archive she'd created, hundreds of reels. They were gone, replaced by a single folder. Now playing, inside it, one file, a video. She clicked and saw herself, alone, in the vault, looking at the screen from the outside. They say horror movies are fiction, but the classics, the ones that feel too real, they weren't made, they were captured. And Clara's reel? Well, it's still playing, somewhere. And if you listen closely during the final frame, you'll hear her whisper, "Don't watch this alone.